Hi, I am Renugadevi. I am working as an assistant professor in Dr. S.N.S. Radharakshmi College of Arts and Science. I belong to Business Administration Department. Today, actually, we are going to discuss about the income from business. So, last videos we discussed about the some allowances and salary package, everything we have to discuss. Let's start today's video is business income. Okay, so the business income, as the name implies, that it is an income generated through business. Okay, according to the internal revenue service. Okay, any payment made in exchange for a product or service offered by a business is considered as a business income. So what are the profit will be received from the business, all revenues, it is called it as a business income. Suppose if you are investing any amount in any kind of trade, commerce, or any manufacturing activity, so through that way we have to receive the profit. That profit amount is called the business income. Okay, so business actually, it means that occupation carried or by a person with a view to earn a profit. So actually the business does not include income from the profession or any partnership firm. It is purely they have to receive the income from only in the business activity. Say for example, we are taking the trade, commerce, manufacturing, or any even rendering services to others is considered as business. For example, suppose if any of the person, they are owning a shop, running a hotel, or transportation, or travel agency, they are making some share brokerage. Okay, so these are the some few example of activities will be received the amount from the business. Okay, that is business income. So under this business income, we have to make the calculation. At that time, we have to follow some conditions. The first one is expenses allowable. So what are all the expenses? It should be allowed for the business activity. Can I list some of the business expenses will be allowable? So we will just look out the list of the business allowances expenses. Okay, first one, rent and insurance of the building. Suppose if you are taking any business, running a business in particular building, okay, that particular building we have to pay some rent, and also we have to invest the amount, and also we have to make the claim for the insurance if it is happening in bad weathers. Okay, and then second, payments for legal and professional services, remuneration, bonus, commission. These are all the some compensation given to the employees. These are all coming under the expenses allowable. Then interest and remuneration to working partners subject to the some certain condition, and traveling and conveyance expenses, membership fees, payment for know-how. Know-how is nothing but they have to find any new technology, utilizing it for the manufacturing activity. Patent right, copyright, trademark, licenses. So these are all the expenses incurred only for business. That is allowable. Then depreciation on fixed asset. So these are the few example for allowed expenses. Next we move to the what are all the expenses incurred for disallowed under the income from business. Okay, so few example. Let's start with first one, interest, royalty, fees for any technical services payable to a non-resident or outside of the India. Next, any sum payable to the resident or which TDS provision is applicable. Third, income tax, interest under the IT provision. Then penalty levied by under any law. That is either the government or the local authority. Okay, so after finding this whether it is allowed expenses or disallowed expenses, how is the treatment we are going to follow for these expenses. So under the disallowed expenses, that expenses which are not allowed or cannot be deducted while computing the taxable income under the head profit and gain from business or profession. It means such expenses will be added to the income on which tax needs to be remitted. So disallowed expenses is nothing but we cannot deduct it, but it should be while calculating the tax. At that time, we have to make the needs to be remitted, will be added to the income, and we are going to remit in future. Next, we move to the types of business expenses. Under this, we are having a two type of expenses: revenue expenses and capital expenses. It is capital expenses means the cost incurred for the purchase or investing the fixed asset. Revenue expenses is nothing but the incurred the cost for daily business activity.